said. Have you ever noticed this strange pattern? Two people, they earn roughly the same salary. They work similar hours, live in similar cities, have similar backgrounds. But 10 years down the line, one of them feels financially calm, secure, and has options. The other one feels permanently behind, stressed, and like they're always just one paycheck away from trouble. What's really uncomfortable about this is that it's usually not because one person is just naturally better with money. It's because, without even realizing it, they are playing completely different games. The rules are different, the goals are different, and the outcomes are worlds apart. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Imagine a fairly normal situation in the US or Europe. You're in your late 20s or early 30s. You've got a decent job, earning around $65,000 a year before tax, or the equivalent where you live. After taxes, healthcare, and all the other social contributions, actual take-home pay is about $3,800 a month. It's not a fortune, but it's not terrible either. It feels like it should be enough. But then, the expenses start rolling in. Stop right there. Before you've even bought a single carton of milk, before you've saved $1, before you've spent anything on enjoying life, you're already down $2,550. Your month has barely begun, and more than 2/3 of your take-home pay is already gone. Now, add in the essentials. Groceries, your phone bill, internet, those streaming subscriptions you can't live without, and maybe eating out a couple of times. Suddenly, that $3,800 feels incredibly tight. The end of the month becomes a source of anxiety, and you're left wondering, where did it all go? This is the exact moment where most people draw the wrong conclusion. They tell themselves things like, I just need a higher salary. Or, I'm so bad at budgeting, I need more discipline. Or, if only I could be more frugal, everything would be fine. But, what if I told you that's not the real problem? The real problem is the game you were taught to play. The modern money game is designed to look responsible on the surface. You get a stable job, you drive a reliable car, you live in a decent apartment. You manage your credit score carefully, making sure it stays high. It all looks like the picture of adulting, but underneath it all, the system quietly nudges you toward one single unwritten rule. Convert your future income into current comfort. Think about it. Car loans are designed so you can have a new car today by promising away your paycheck for the next 5 years. Buy now pay later schemes are everywhere, encouraging you to get that new gadget or pair of sneakers immediately. Student debt has been normalized to the point where we see it as a mandatory rite of passage, a debt you'll carry for decades. And mortgages are being stretched longer and longer, keeping you tied to a payment for the majority of your working life. None of these things feel reckless on their own. In fact, they feel normal. They feel like what everyone else is doing. And that, right there, is the trap. Key. The normalcy blinds us to the long-term consequences. Let's do some very simple back-of-the-napkin math. That $450 car payment? If it's a 6-year loan, that means you'll pay a total of $32,400 for that car. And that's not even counting the interest, the insurance, the repairs, or the fact that the car's value is plummeting the entire time. What about the student loan? At $300 a month, if you're on a 15-year repayment plan, you'll end up paying back $54,000, and a huge chunk of that is just interest. You're paying a premium for a decision you made years ago. None of these individual payments will ruin you instantly. They don't cause a big, dramatic financial collapse. What they do is much quieter and much more insidious. They remove your flexibility. They steal your options. Every single month, before you even wake up on the first, your decisions have already been made for you. Your income doesn't belong to you first. It belongs to the bank. It belongs to the car dealership. It belongs to the credit card company. Your money is pre-committed before you even have a chance to decide how you want to live your life. Psychologically, this can feel safe. Fixed payments create a sense of certainty. Having a predictable budget reduces short-term anxiety. And besides, everyone around you is doing the same thing, so it must be the right way, right? But here's the uncomfortable truth. Predictability often feels like stability, even when it's actually preventing your progress. It's like being on a treadmill. You're putting in the effort, you're moving, but you're not actually going anywhere. Humans are hardwired to avoid short-term discomfort far more than we are to avoid long-term risk. It's a survival mechanism. So, we choose the payment plan because it avoids the discomfort of saving up. We choose the upgrade because it gives us an immediate hit of satisfaction. We choose the lifestyle that fits our salary right now, today. And in doing so, we delay and neglect the one thing that actually builds real, lasting wealth. Margin. Margin is the space between what you earn and what you spend. It's the money that has no name on it. It's the unallocated, uncommitted cash that you control. Margin is boring. It's not visible. You can't show it off at a party. There is no social signal attached to having a healthy savings account or a fully funded investment portfolio. No one gives you a pat on the back for not buying a new car. But margin is what gives you power. Margin is what allows you to say no to an opportunity that isn't right for you. It's what allows you to wait for the right moment. It's what allows you to absorb financial shocks, like a job loss or a medical emergency, without spiraling into debt. It's what allows you to invest slowly and consistently, without stress, letting compound interest work its magic. Financially intelligent people don't necessarily earn dramatically more than everyone else. They simply protect their optionality. They fiercely defend their margin. They play a different game by asking quieter, more powerful questions. Instead of asking, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" Instead of asking, "Is this what normal people do?" They play a longer game, a game where money is used to buy time, freedom, and security, not just appearances and temporary comfort. If this pattern of converting future income into current lifestyle is ignored, the long-term impact isn't necessarily poverty. For many, it's something more subtle: stagnation. It's years and years of earning a good income but constantly feeling fragile and stressed. It's getting promotions and pay raises that don't actually change your stress levels. Because your obligations just expand to meet your new income. And then, one day, you wake up and realize that the years have passed by much faster than your financial flexibility has grown. You're older, but you're not freer. Now, this isn't about being cheap. It's not about cutting out all joy from your life or living like a hermit. It's about understanding the rules of the game you were handed on, then consciously choosing whether or not those rules actually serve you and your long-term goals. You are not bad with money. You were just taught to play a game that rewards consumption over control, a game that benefits lenders more than it benefits you. Once you truly see that, something fundamental shifts. It's not an emotional, motivational flash in the pan. It's a logical realization. And that clarity, not fleeting motivation, is what truly changes financial behavior for good. You start seeing the world not just for what it costs today, but for what it costs your future self. And that changes everything. Thanks so much for watching. If this perspective resonated with you, consider subscribing for more videos on how to play a better money game. See you in the next one.